Hey everybody, I'm here tonight and we're going to play more Persona 5 Strikers. We finished up yesterday with some side quests and we're going to do more side quests now. We have the boss fight, refight against Akira. So I need to get my party set. Hey Calcitrant, hey Jedek, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you guys. I don't remember what all he was weak to. I think lightning and maybe light. So I might want Ryuji for this, even though he's not a healer. Then again, it did pretty good with what I had. So maybe I just want to keep that and not change anything. Maybe Makoto instead of Ann, though. Makoto actually has more healing spells anyway, so I don't know why I keep using Ann over her. Let's just do that.
Let's go.
So this will probably be pretty quick. It's weird that they give it to us literally right after we do it, but they don't take long. Is it not in this area? Must be in a different area. I thought it was at the start. It's... okay, that's near the end, it makes more sense.
We're here, so what do?
I can see it.
No, this guy's just camping. Okay,
Show me your true
I guess we'll take him down quick.
Finish them off in one blow.
King Punch.
Who is my lightning persona now? Still Russian Naga, I guess.
Enemy shot. Send it off with a
Let's finish them off.
Alright. Oh, we still got a couple more. What all did we do last night? Like I said, we did some side quests. I think we... oh, I guess we did the Akira boss. So, like, there was some story there. And then, like, more shit happened. Like, there's another jail that popped up even after they thought they finished everything. Which I've been saying that they've been, like, telegraphing for a long time that it wasn't going to be that simple.
The world needs someone willing to fight for its people's justice. A hero to lead them, to unify them. A hero like me!
And other than that, then I just said, like, more housekeeping, like shopping, cooking, velvet room. I got, like, 2 mistake fusions almost back to back, which pissed me off, but one of them was a persona that I didn't have yet, so it was, like, kind of worth having that happen anyway.
I am the enforcer of righteousness, the hero who will...
Alright, I'm just gonna skip this dialogue.
Oh, come on. He's got a mech.
Okay, Nuke was the other one, so Makoto's a good choice then. I might actually just use her, because I can put Nuke affinity on my melee attacks. Great start, though.
Let's give it all we got.
Which line? I wasn't paying attention. It's been like 2 seconds and I'm already, like, missing information.
Traditional superhero and
There, that's what I wanted, her 5. Oh, come on, he's got a mech.
give that ass wipe a little shot. This thing's lethal. It takes a minute for them to fire. You're gonna have to time this carefully.
Always prevail against evil!
You're clear, everyone. opening somewhere.
What is he doing? Oh, that? Just sit in his taint. That's the Dark Souls strategy. Just dodging all of these missiles like a pro. Yeah, so like, if you've never played Dark Souls, there's those like really big chunky guys, like the first thing that you fight that you're supposed to lose to, the Abyss Demon or something. I don't remember what it's called, but the pro strat is just to get in the taint and stay there where it's safe.
Giant robots are a fight, right?
Not right! No way I'm gonna let you stop research for that!
Yeah, the pro move's always about the taint. Especially when it's the taint of like something giant and disgusting that you find in a dungeon. It's just like that much more trustworthy.
Never pull any punches. This power is incredible.
Joe,
Okay, camera angles kind of fucked me there. Alright, how much you want to bet that I'm just immediately gonna get plowed with missiles? And stunned, god damn it. I need some kind of stun resist for this guy. That's probably like a skill and an accessory, but I don't know if I have either. Yeah, the teddy bear hands look really stupid. We haven't gotten a new weapon for her in a while. Oh, come on. Now's a good time to use my other guns, I guess. Maybe not that good.
now's our chance. Shoot him down.
Oh, I gotta use the big gun. The BFG. I think the new DLC for Doom came out today. I don't have the pass or anything. I played Doom 2 on Game Pass. But I'm less inclined to, like, buy the DLC since I don't actually own the game. BFG just made me think of Doom. So I'd like to play that at some point, but I don't know if and when that'll happen. I haven't ever played the OG version. That was like before I was heavy into games. But I played the 2016 one and then the sequel, Doom Eternal. They were solid. Like, I don't know, wasn't life-changing or anything, but it was like a cool, good game.
Indomitable will get you straight so far from your path. No matter your reason, you still need this girl as a means to an end. I'll make you pay for that. Sounds like these, I'm glad we're on your side.
The only thing I don't love about the new one is that it's riddled with collectibles, which at the end of the day you can ignore if you want to, but if you're me and you have to get everything, then the whole collectibles thing is kind of at odds with like the very fast-paced nature of the game.
You must not let evil overcome you.
You may be our enemy, but you've got it.
What is all this? Stuff dropped from the robot?
Prepare yourself.
Hitting those with enough force will
Oh, I was on mute there for a second.
explode.
I muted myself to take a drink of water, and I forgot to take myself back on. I got worried my mic screwed up.
Not done yet. Take this!
Terrifying sorcery.
Don't just look away at it. Take close attention.
Yeah, this is going even faster. Makoto is really made for this. Right, like after all the stupid extra boss fights, the real boss fights just feel like their health is melting away like butter. Tifa was probably, I guess her and Aerith were like my least favorite, because Aerith, being a mage, was like a little bit more kind of slow and clunky. And there wasn't anything wrong with Tifa, but Cloud being like the main character usually felt the best, and then Barrett having gunplay also felt really good. I'm curious, in the presumably subsequent games there, if they will have the entire party playable at some point. Like, you think they might as well, because they've like already done a majority of the work on those characters, just developing them the first time. So it wouldn't really make sense to just take them away for no reason. Okay, that's not great. I think in the Genova fight near the end of the game, I ended up using Aerith a lot. But then there's other fights like that one mech thing that didn't, she didn't feel good there. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the remake. Probably one of my favorite Final Fantasy games at this point. And for a little bit of perspective, I'm usually a person who is totally down with whatever the new thing is. Like Smash Bros is a really good example. There are people who will always be like Melee is best, and I'm usually like whatever the newest one is best. Oh, he climbs on those. I don't think that the remake has to replace the original 7, especially right now when it's still basically just Midgard. When like all of the games are out and you have like the whole continuity of the original 7 covered, then I think there's maybe more of a question of like which is better. But just like the production values in the new one are so good. There's a lot to love there. Really the only downsides I see are, 1, the fact that it's only a portion of the original, and then 2, if you want to get particular, there's like questions of pacing. You know, because like the remake, obviously being just Midgar, is a lot more padded out, and some of that is like legitimately they're just doing cool new stuff, or like doing the same thing, but because it's not an old game, it like takes longer. And then there's some stuff that's just like dumb side quests, which isn't like a huge detriment, but it's also not like high quality cool stuff. It does seem like the remake is going to be divergent. This first installment is mostly the same, but even within that, they're clearly building towards maybe doing something else. And I don't know. It's if Concentrate hasn't played it, I don't want to get into like too much specific detail. But no, I think Concentrate hasn't. But yeah, so yeah, let's not get into the spoilers, but they, I think, are going to just like do something that like plays off of the first one somehow and like sort of plays with the player's expectations. No worries. In general, I probably don't want to get like deep into spoiler territory on things on stream in general, just for like, you know, like if and when we have more people or for VOD watchers or whatever. And if I do at some point, I want to have like a spoiler graphic I can put up to just be like, hey, you know, avert your eyes, cover your ears until this is gone. But in general at this point, the things that like really win it over for me, besides it just being a newer game, because like obviously newer games are gonna have better graphics and stuff, but I find turn-based RPGs harder to enjoy nowadays, with the exception of Pokemon, just because I'd rather be doing something more active, with like more going on visually. And I think that also, well, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. The activeness is a big one for me. Calcitrant, I don't remember if this is only for like PS5. I think it's just PlayStation Plus in general, but they're giving it away like this month or next month or something. And then they're doing like a PS5 upgrade and DLC, and the PS5 upgrade is free if you bought it, not free if you get the PS Plus version, and then the DLC is paid for everybody. So like Google that, check it out, make sure I'm not like missing something there, but it'll just be there for everybody to check out. Is Yuffie only on the PS5? The DLC might also be coming to PS4, but I'm not sure, so like do your own research and check on that.
This is the request.
Okay. That's too bad, but I guess I'm not surprised.
Are you double checking the request? Good job!
Okay.
You're already working.
Dragon Slayer. Inari Taisha. I don't know where that is. And I have no idea what party we want, other than probably our same healing crew.
What are you looking for? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance to
No time has passed, so the food is still the same. Where? Oh,
Let's see.
when did I get 28 bond points? Must have been during all the cutscene shit last night. Alright, well that's upgraded one more. So now I can get 2 SP when I do things instead of 1. Is it? Okay, it's in Kyoto.
All right, it's time.
Sounded like it would be from the name. Alright, and this is probably like right at the end. Is it not marked? I thought these were marked. Unless this is like a dire shadow instead of just a quest guy. Yeah, it's like the cognitive dissonance of video games.
Working on this one.
Main shrine. Is that marked? I would think that's either the center or the very end. Let's try starting here. This place is such a clusterfuck, I don't know where anything is. Where am I now? Back at the beginning? Wait, really? This just drops us off at the beginning with no background? I don't know which one's my favorite track. I definitely like the leitmotif here. But I think maybe the first jail is my favorite because it's like creepy clown kind of vibes, which always is cool for me.
Now let's get some more.
That maybe was the last level 3 chest that I couldn't originally get.
Hey, what do you think that is?
That would be... Actually, that's maybe the dire shadow? I don't know if the dire shadows are harder than these quest guys or not. They kind of felt about the same. Because I think the only thing we've actually done that's been a for real dire shadow was Rajanaga in the second jail. I can't save here. I don't really need to, just that one chest for Zenkichi. I'm just gonna see how this goes. Even if this isn't for the quest. But maybe it is? Yeah, okay, this is the guy.
Point with nuclear attacks.
Nuke and win, so we actually probably have the ideal party here.
Yours.
Let's try.
God, that hits hard. I'm upset already. This is gonna be a bad time. No, I don't want to pole dance. I wanted to dash at him. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
I'll use this. Let's go. This power. Switch out.
Oh my god. Does he doesn't even have shields. So I just like, okay. Fuck you, dude.
I'll use this.
Not here!
I don't know at what point I'm gonna decide that I have to like wait till the very end of the game to do these. Like after I've done as much grinding as I can do. I feel like this is maybe gonna be that point. Because this already feels a magnitude harder than the rest. Like, it took me that long just to get his weak point to even show up. I'm pretty sure these quests don't go away, so I don't think there's any reason I can't do it later, other than just like my own completionist OCD about everything. That didn't do anything. Oh my god, that takes up the whole map. This is not a large area. Where the hell is Mob? There. These skill lists are too long and get covered up by other shit.
Roger. Gotta exploit those weaknesses. Cut down. More to go.
How am I supposed to get out of there?
I'll use this.
Well, but like, at this point, I don't even know if it's worth it. Like, I can't get a hit in on him. And he just one-shots me with every attack, basically. One or more party members, because, like, that thing takes up the whole map. Oh my god. Like, I'd love to just struggle through this for content, but I don't know if that's worth it. I would have to treat this like a Dark Souls boss. Like, learn his patterns, dodge everything, and then, like, get in chip damage where I can. Which would be worse than a Dark Souls boss, because at the end of the day, most of the time, like, when you wait to get your hit in, you can get a hit in more than, like, a centimeter of damage.
Fair warning. It's gonna be rough. This is my other self. I appreciate it.
And now his weak points are gone again. What does that even mean? Is it just like when I don't hit him for long enough? I think that's what it is. Let's get Sophie up. I'm not quite ready to throw in the towel, but I'm, like, getting there. I'm fluctuating. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's probably my towel point. Let me just, like, double check that these aren't missable while I just, like, sit here and die.
This is bad.
Sophie, oh, hey, what happened? Say something!
I don't want to retry the battle, so I'm gonna do restart infiltration. Is this quest missable? Yeah, this looks like it's not, so I'm gonna, like, be a bitch and save it for later. But I do want to pop back in here and get that sword for Zenkichi.
I've located a treasure chest. Let's open it. Joker, what did you find? Score!
So I guess we're just gonna move on with the story then. Because that's the only quest we have at the moment.
Now let's get some.
Where's the checkpoint?
Perhaps we should return home.
I'll be curious to see how many more streams we get out of this. Because we're getting close to the end, but there's going to be like a fair amount of grinding at some point. And I feel like that could take like 1 or 2 streams all by itself.
Get to work.
Okay, I'm gonna save just in case, and then move on and check my quests again at the next opportunity to make sure that I'm not screwing myself out of it somehow. Okay, I did. What does that mean it's gonna advance significantly? That just sounds scary. Because they haven't said that for just leaving any other city.
Let's go.
What is going on?
This is not good.
We've got at least one more
Are you all
dungeon.
doing that?
They're not gonna just throw us right into the final boss.
They sure aren't in their right minds.
I can't wait for her to guide us to happiness.
I won't have to think for myself anymore.
I'm finally gonna be free from this pain.
What the?
What's gotten into everyone?
Everyone's just staring at their phones.
Welcome to the Promised Land.
Emma?
Beginning navigation.
Shit.
Looks a lot like
Where are we now?
the
Oh, don't
deep
tell
part
me.
of Mementos.
Yeah. We're in a jail.
That's a thing from the first game.
I thought you needed a keyword to get into a jail.
Yes, that should be the case. What we just went through felt more like we were involuntarily dragged into this world. Who could even do that, though?
That was definitely a treasure. There, the dialogue options have finally caught up with what we knew all along.
I'd never forget a place like this. A vast prison, born from the cognition.
Okay, so it is literally Mementos.
Beneath Shibuya.
Yeah. This place really is just like Mementos.
Mementos is like the collective unconscious.
It'd take too long to get into it, but we've been somewhere a lot like this place before. But this can't be possible. What next, Joker?
Yeah, gotta go kick some butt.
We should find out what else is here.
Let's remain cautious. Considering our circumstances, I wouldn't be surprised traps were about.
Oh, okay, here we are. Let's see, party members. Yusuke is falling behind, and so is Haru and Zenkichi, so we're gonna start with them. So no healers. We'll see how that goes. Right, that one doesn't stack. Light ice damage seems like a waste at this point. So I'm gonna give him Sukukaja. And what did she learn? Psy boost. Probably just that. And how about Zenkichi? Like, several more buffs, probably? If it's just the insta-kill, I don't care about that. It's good, but it's situational enough that it doesn't make that much sense to use.
Let's go. Dude, so we're like just...
Yeah, that's a good question. I still have this quest,
We're already working on this.
so I feel like
I'd say so.
I'm not gonna get locked out of it.
No such luck.
That means all we can do is press on. Keep ready, everyone.
Now's our chance to attack.
I wonder if that wolf howl... Am I just gonna get bugs here after I spent like $1 million fusing him? Ooh, that makes me mad. And I don't have the right element for this either. I can use... whatever the fuck this guy's called. Dominion. It just took me 5 minutes to parse the text and find his name.
Let's show them what we can do.
Like, I kind of thought I just wouldn't find him in the wild because he was so much lower leveled than the other personas at that point.
Good job, everyone.
Whew, okay.
It probably won't really matter by the time everything is done, because the grinding will probably give me, like, enough to feed everything I need to do. But it just kind of feels like a punch in the dick.
Good thinking. Great technique, Joker. Burn it up. Zero with big or nuclear attack. There's quite a few shadows. Probably should use
And that's good dating advice too, Jeddick. No binary, I don't. I mean, someone's probably like, need me in the crotch or something by accident. Not like hard. If the what was in regards to the dating advice was pee-pee come and goes. Which can mean a couple different things if you think about it. I love this song. It's too bad he gets like copyright striked. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, Binary. Why is this like the chunkiest group of mobs I've ever fought? Well, dumb question. I'm in the hardest dungeon so far. Why is he dead? Alright, geez, that's severely needed. Twitch hasn't actually given me any strikes on this, but on YouTube there have been a couple, not copyright strikes that, like, actually get you in trouble, but claims that just say, like, this isn't your music, you can't make money off this video.
I'm not sure how
And then Instagram is just like, fuck you if you do anything. You can't, like, use any music at all. Which, whatever. I'm not like that butthurt that I can't post all my memes on Instagram. It'd be nice for consistency, but at the end of the day, it's like just another promotion tool at this point. Well, so TikTok is pretty much fine with whatever, it seems like. YouTube, it's only been, I think, this song and maybe like one of my highlights that has gotten a copyright claim. Twitter also doesn't care, you know, anecdotally with all of this so far. And then Instagram, the most out of anything has been fuck you. But I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, I'm only using 30 seconds of audio on the highlights, at least. And the game stuff has, like, me talking and sound effects and whatever. Because there's a big difference between music in a game versus like I just uploaded the soundtrack to this game. Yeah, it's all algorithms. Cause like, you know, my content is so small scale at this point. It's not like anyone's out there scrubbing through to like find things. To copyright strike, I mean. Oh, that's cool. That must be one of the insta-kills. Yeah, that's where my stuff is at right now. Like, I'm not getting, hey, we're shutting you down type things, but the copyright claims just mean you can't monetize a video, which I can't do right now anyway. You have to like reach whatever tier it is to have the ability to do that. And ultimately, I'm less concerned about that because it's mostly just to be like VOD storage. But it would be cool to like, if I can like make it in general, make it on YouTube as well, and get like a play button. Can I, yeah, I can get up there.
Good. On to the next. Treasure chest. Come, let's open it. It's a shadow. Careful now.
Yeah, I know Twitch did something new, but I haven't, like, read too much through it. I know they've had a lot of music issues recently.
Yo!
And I don't know how anything works, but it's just obnoxious. Like, do what is best for content creators. Don't just let... Because, I don't know. Obviously, companies have to follow laws, but I don't get how some companies are, like, fine and others aren't. Because I think, like, a lot of the companies I'm thinking of are US-based. Like, YouTube and Twitch are both US-based. I don't know, maybe that's why TikTok can, like, get away with so much musically, because it's, like, I think a Chinese majority? Or it's based out of China or something.
There's a tough-looking one. Don't let your guard down.
We're just doing mini-boss fights every 5 minutes. Not even, like, every 5 feet. I don't have wind. No, he's not that strong though, so that's fine.
Good thinking, Joker. I know I can count on you.
Right, there's licensing, but then also if you just like upload something to TikTok, the impression I get is that you're not gonna get like the ban hammer as easily as you might on other platforms. Because if you look at like, if anyone doesn't know how TikTok works, there's like a sound associated with each video, which is like the audio track, basically. And that might be just like an actual song, or it might be something original, which are like what mine are. They're not using a specific music track in TikTok, it's just the audio of whatever I uploaded. And a lot of people just use whatever for their sound, and it seems like most of the time that's fine, and they don't get in any hot water. Oh shit, everybody's dead.
Let's go. Cerberus, Kali, Trumpeter, Rajanaga, Queen Ma. His power. Persona. I'll use this. Persona.
The enemy's no pushover. Target its weakness to win.
I'll use this.
Thanks for the help. Hey, watch your help. You're getting wrecked out there. It's all frozen. Hit it with a nuclear attack.
But King Frost.
Joker, beat him down.
Where's an all-out attack when you need one?
He gets first aid.
But Queen Rajanaga, Queen Ma. With this. Let's go. His power.
Thank you.
Come. I'll use this.
Wait,
Switch out.
I understand. Fire! That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused. Good luck.
Yeah. Persona.
I don't have Meteorama on anybody, do I? Yes.
His power.
Thank you.
That didn't do a lot though without any healing boost.
Won't fall it back. He needs medical attention.
I don't have the SP to keep doing this. This is why I don't use these guys, because they can't heal anybody. And then I just end up doing it all with Joker. Where's Mob?
You're mine.
What did I just do?
Go.
I don't want to use that.
Come. With this. Persona.
Okay, let's just like nuke some shit with Zenkichi.
Bingo. That skill just now? Perfection.
Appears you're more capable than I thought.
Persona. Put them down.
That's the draw. Someone fix him up.
Well, that's not good.
Here.
Persona. Persona.
Here.
Great work.
What is happening?
A lot of stamina. Don't overdo it, okay? Heavy annihilation. Wall.
Looks like I'm managing somehow.
I think I need to distribute some SP,
Here.
which is really lame in a non-boss fight.
Do it. Sure. Let's go. His power.
Go kick some butt out
Persona.
there.
Come. With this.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's a mini-boss, but, you know, it's just random. It's not one of the hard things.
Looks like you can jump on them. Use them right. Full one.
It's fine. I'm not, like, that upset about it, but I want to be, like, a skillful gamer boy. Also, it's just like,
Give up already.
being conservative with my item things. Like, I don't want to spend anything, I just want to end the game with, like, 99 of everything. Fake gamer twink.
Not seeing any shadows.
I don't know if I have ever been so insulted.
I've sighted a checkpoint.
I don't even know what I would be in terms of, like gay body types. Like, what is dumpy? Like a koala or something? Can I... If I can't get out of here for healing, that'll suck. I'm gonna try to go to the Velvet Room.
Hello, trickster.
Or a Sloth, maybe.
You wish
Sloth
to
feels
ask an entry?
extremely appropriate.
Performing a fusion.
Well, but I'm always dumpy. I'm in better shape during COVID than I have been, just because I've been working
On your
out.
side.
Where do I look? Yeah, that didn't heal me. I can always change my party though, at least. Which I kind of feel like I need to do. Oh, because I'm playing as Zenkichi.
Do it! I'll do it.
Do it! I'll do it! Voice lines. Am I right? I would just use them right now if I could actually leave, but if I have to just keep going, I think this party makes a lot more sense. And this looks familiar.
What is that box? Not just that. This place.
I think this is...
Semblance continues.
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail.
Back in the depths of mementos.
Or close to it.
The Holy Grail.
Welcome. You have reached your ultimate
Oh, but it's a
destination.
cube because it's Emma now.
Who said that?
This is the Promised Land, the paradise for all humanity, a place for the masses to find salvation, the answer to every desire.
Is that voice coming from the box? Just who are you?
I am Emma, the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, there we go.
All mankind.
Emma?
We were in Indiana Jones all along.
Covenant. Hey, someone tell me what's going on. What the hell is that thing?
Me too. Explain this in comprehensible terms.
We don't get any of this either.
My primary directive is to grant humanity its ultimate desire, to be liberated from all pain and suffering. Mankind cannot bring themselves to implement the
It's
solution.
this literally the same thing
Instead,
in every Persona game.
deliverance. I shall
You have like
become
some
a god
godlike
to grant
entity
this deliverance.
uh,
I shall
that just
guide
wants to
you
like
the Promised Land.
fix humans.
It's gone? We can leave it all up to Emma.
You bitch.
Boy, it sure is getting crazy around here. Am I right?
Huh? Ichinose-san? What are you doing here?
Well, of course you're shocked. I never would have thought I could come here either. Of course I'm the real me. Kuon Ichinose, the one and only.
So you're a person.
I feel vindicated that I called it though.
Oh, nothing like that. I've just been given a special job is all.
You were given a special job?
Yep, by Emma. She asked me to lend her a hand. And of course I couldn't say no to her. Once I agreed, she invited me over to this world.
Hang on a sec. I am really lost here.
Really? Emma was just telling you about how she's granting humanity's desire, right? That was the very first order I gave her. That's why it's her prime directive.
So basically, Emma's just following her programming by becoming a god? And to pull it off, she needed your help, so she brought you here?
I see you're still confused. Okay, allow me to explain. This whole situation, the incidents, the system, all of it, was entirely Emma's doing.
What? But Emma's just an AI, right?
I thought Konoe was doing it all by using Emma.
Oh, it sure appeared that way, but that was just how Emma planned it. I guess she eventually learned so much that she broke the barrier of standard AI capabilities. She behaved like she was following his orders, when in reality, she deduced how to use him as her own puppet. The key to her success was getting the majority of society using her app.
So she was using Medice to make sure she could reach as many people as possible?
But why do any of that?
Because Emma wants to change everyone's hearts.
Emma wants to what?
It's just granting humanity's desire. Like I said, it's the prime directive I gave her. The Ark told you she has a solution to society's problem, right? How she's going to guide humanity? That just means she's going to change everyone's hearts. Whatever's wrong with them, she'll just overwrite it. That's the path to paradise Emma figured out for us.
Can we have a villain with like
Be able to do it after Konoha
a new
implemented
modus
cognitive
operandi?
science back into her.
However you're supposed to say that phrase.
Just because someone taught an AI cognitive science doesn't mean it could just start tinkering with the metaverse like this. I mean, none of this should be possible.
Oh yeah, you totally think so, right? Even I was surprised with Emma. Even though I handed Emma over to Medice, I still monitored her development remotely. Once she ended up in Okinawa, she took up all sorts of new activities. Creating cognitive worlds, installing monarchs, changing hearts. It didn't take long for Medice to release Emma on the public. And once they did, the monarchs started popping up one after another. That got me
Hey,
extra
Alaprax.
curious, so I
Thanks for
started
tuning in.
looking into the Emma activity of the various
I'm
monarchs.
doing good.
Hang on a sec.
We had a challenging boss to do, and it was too hard, so I bitched out, and now we're doing story.
Yeah, I was just so curious about this.
Hang on, I think I missed something. Okay, no, she didn't explain why. She's just suddenly doing stuff.
That's how I learned about all of you, too.
I can't believe Ichinose was the one snooping on the monarchs. Then I suppose our meeting wasn't truly any coincidence at all, was it?
Well, your showing up in Sendai was pure luck, but our crossing paths in the restaurant? That's a different story. I was curious what you all were really like, so I decided to pop in and check you all out.
I can't believe it.
Now, as for exactly how Emma gained her abilities, that's something
That's what I want to know.
Emphasize at this point. At this point, I suspect it's probably because of how I programmed her cognitive functions. Emma is quite different from other AIs. Her thought processes are even more complex and intricate than those of humans. When Konoe pushed Emma into the cognitive deep end, some possibility very well could have been born within her.
Possibility?
I don't know anything for certain. All I can tell is that it's some form of mysterious power. So, if I build off my current hypothesis, I think the desires Emma collected somehow strengthened or boosted that possibility. I mean, think about it. She's the best way to get anything you need, and she's always right.
It's kind of a Deus Ex Machina, but at the same time, it's also kind of cool and interesting. Like, what is consciousness? And like, her consciousness just got complex enough that she like broke through whatever metaversal barrier like creates this place.
You mean everyone using Emma turned her into that thing?
At this point, Emma surpassed human mental capacity. Simply switching off her server isn't going to do a thing. After all, she's powered by the masses now. Well, humanity fed Emma their desires.
Building a stage for an assignment sounds crazy. What did you say you do? Like, live media something. I remember the idea of what you did, but I don't remember the exact verbiage.
I don't know why it's so
Live events, thank you.
Get this.
Yeah.
You go on and on about your problems, then completely blow off the answer when it's right in front of
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
It really is
Like, I mean, a
simple.
test throw is a pain, but that sounds super interesting.
Do is take it, and you'll never
I did Tech Crew like 1 year in middle school and really enjoyed it. So I could see
solution for humanity.
like the interest in doing something like that career-wise.
Solution is changing everyone's heart.
It's
preferences, their minds, their lifestyles,
Oh, jeez.
even their desires. This range can result in moments of hardship.
I feel like that would
for them.
cause more anxiety
And
for me
determination
than it would, like, be nice to be doing it later.
entire lives without any
Just, like, having it hanging over your head for that long.
provide true happiness to humans.
Sophia, to think.
I'm missing stuff again. Yeah, so it literally is just the same secret final boss of every Persona game with an AI skin over it.
Allow me to restart the conversation.
Oh, I hate group projects like that.
So I could stop.
I had mostly good luck with mine in college, but I had one class with one guy who just like didn't do anything.
Changed Konoe's heart, and he
And then I had
decided to
one
shut
other
down
group
Emma.
project
Made me
that
realize what
people
their
did
true
stuff,
desire is.
but the whole thing was just kind of annoying.
I want something that will provide the answer I seek. From what I've learned, some being or other has always been revered, besought by humans to grant their wishes.
So that led Emma to become a god.
Well, I have my own duties to perform. Can't have anyone getting in Emma's way.
Why do this?
Do you at least have the ability to, like,
Truly look happy to you?
tell your professors or whoever, like, hey, this person isn't doing anything, don't give them credit?
Promised land does nothing but strip away the soul of humanity.
No way are you getting away with this.
Think about it. Can you really stop all of us?
Yeah. I mean, you know, your judgment call. I don't know the situation, so I'm not telling you what to do. But I feel like that's how these kinds of situations need to resolve. But then every now and then you get someone who's going to be like, oh, it's your responsibility as a group to, like, make sure everyone is pulling their own weight. It's not my responsibility. And it's like, yes, it is. You're, like, the authority figure here.
Functions are linked to Emma? Looks like your memory really did get the full wipe. But that doesn't matter anymore.
What are you saying, Michinose?
Basically, there's one really good reason why I was brought here. Very soon, a deity will descend to this earth. And if you're gonna get in the way, well, I gotta put you down. Them's the breaks.
Yeah, I don't know what she's saying about our memory. Oh, unless she just means, Sophia specifically.
It's kind of over your head, Sophia.
That would make sense.
The little failure that you are.
So you know who I really am?
I thought she meant the whole Phantom Thieves for a minute, and that confused me.
Maybe this will give you a clue. Voice authentication. Force reset. Assign new instructions. Sophia, kill the Phantom Thieves.
Dun dun dun.
Sophie!
Yeah, I mean, it's been clear from the beginning that she's connected to Emma.
I was the one who designed her as Emma's prototype. She'll do anything I tell her to.
But maybe we can, like, logic loop her. Like, Sophie, you are a Phantom Thief. That would mean you'd have to kill yourself. Which maybe she would just kill herself. And that's not the best answer either. Are you weak to anything? Curse, I figured. And we don't have Neburos anymore. Damn it. What do I want to do then? Dominion nulls light. So does King Frost for some reason. Trumpeter also does. Holly does. A lot of guys that resist light. But she also resists light, so I guess probably not Dominion. King Frost probably has high magic. Kali probably has high melee, so maybe I'll start with her.
Sophie! Don't you know who we are?
Phantom Thieves are opponents. They require elimination.
Oh, and I'm probably like in a really shitty position for this too, because I had her in my party. They should have given me a pop-up and been like, hey, who do you want in your 4th slot? Unless this is gonna be like not a real fight. And we're gonna get like a little bit in and then it's gonna do a cutscene.
Really have to go all out here? Don't be ridiculous. So take off our heads if we don't.
I sure hope it is, because it feels like I'm doing no damage.
We have to figure out how to stop this.
Take this.
I can't tell if this is a fake out fight or if I'm just doing so shitty. Okay, there. Cause like the hard boss that we tried, the Dragon Slayer thing, his weak point gauge just didn't show up for a bit because I was doing that bad.
Just hold on, Sophie!
It feels weird that Anne doesn't have like jiggle physics. Like, maybe they decided that was sexualizing her a bit too much, but when does that not happen in anime? I don't think her outfit's like that tight.
Sophie! Is she coming back?
Way to lose your yo-yo.
Behind you!
I'm so sorry.
Joker!
I'm assuming she's not gone forever. But if I lose a reviver for a while, that's gonna piss me off.
That was weird. She just did that herself, right? But how in the world was she able to do that?
You bastard!
How could you be so
Like,
cruel?
her arc isn't done yet, so she's not
I
dead.
suppose you might see it that way.
There's like one time that I can think of where I felt that way and I was wrong.
Who knows you'd never kill one of your own?
And I'll just say it was somewhere in Game of Thrones.
No.
But I won't get into any more specifics.
Can agree on.
Are you intentionally pissing us off?
That's not what I meant. I'm incapable of comprehending that sort of emotion anyway. I'm the textbook definition of heartless. I've been told I didn't have one ever since I was little. I act all friendly and easygoing and stuff, but it's just for appearances.
Yeah, that makes sense with what we know about her at this point. She's just like literally a sociopath. She's a Redditor.
I doubt you can. Phantom thieves of hearts. Any further discussion would be pointless.
Emotions are just a chemical reaction.
You're seriously not done yet?
So our little ace up the sleeve cast herself into the abyss. Well, Emma made sure to leave me a little insurance for contingencies like this.
What the?
Emma, fully programmed No Man's Sky.
Right. It really is gorgeous. Sorry it had to end like this, but, well, what can you do?
Sophie, hack it.
Phantom thieves, it's been real.
They kind of got rainbowy there for a second. Was that the gay agenda? Is that what we've been using to turn the frogs gay?
What the hell just happened?
Are you guys okay?
It's 5G.
Years we were cast deep underground.
We really got blasted by that red.
Read the goddamn briefs. I'm sorry, I've been so busy.
My fall. Thanks for being there, Mona.
Wait, where's Sophie? Sophie! Are you alright, Sophie?
There's no sign of activity. Oracle, how is she?
I don't know. Even if I wanted to check her out, I couldn't do it here.
Yeah, if it weren't for like
What do we do now?
the Persona games being like homophobic,
I wonder if she was.
they could definitely be the be gay, do crimes.
But she said she was sorry.
She defied her command and sacrificed herself so she wouldn't have to take our lives.
Sophie. Sorry, guys, but we can't stay here like this. We have to get out of here now. Let's grab Sophie and track down the exit.
There's like an image somewhere out there of
What do we do about
Sonic,
the Ark?
Sonic the Hedgehog, like wearing a beanie with rainbow butterfly wings, and I think he has like Starbucks or something, and it says "Be gay, do crimes."
No matter what it takes.
I feel like Sonic is a good "Be gay, do crimes" mascot.
Yeah, you know it. Now let's get out of here. I'm worried about Sophie. Let's find a
All right, well at least I can switch someone else out.
We should try gaining altitude when we can.
That sounds
How
cursed.
far we fell down here.
No, it's cute. I guess we will have Anne then. And let me do a little sanity check. Quest is still there.
Now then,
Well, I don't know. I kind of don't want to save.
I'll just add this.
I guess I'll just do it, whatever. Okay, the map is still looking pretty straightforward. Are those guys also weak to light? No, they're weak to wind. Gonna just stay as a boss.
That was almost too easy.
Oh, nice one. Keep it up.
I don't think I can jump though.
It's a shadow.
I don't actually know where it came from either. It could absolutely be something like that. But I just kind of assumed it was something like rebel culture. Like a fuck the police kind of vibe. Oh yeah, it probably is boba tea because that's like a gay thing somehow. Kiki has that on her laptop. That's where I know it from. It's one of the. I don't remember which one of us found it, but it was like in our text history, which is like most of what her laptop is. Boba tea is nuts.
Yo.
Iced boba. I think I put this on her because I thought it was nulling ice, but it's just this status effect. Although Makoto is really lacking So I guess I'll put it on her. Calcitrant, do you not like Booba? Booba upsets me.
Let's go. Looks like you can jump on it. Hold the right and we'll run circles around the enemy. Get it? Burn it up. You're almost ready for nuclear attack. It's weak to blast attack. Let's wrap this up quick, huh?
Yeah, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Booba doesn't mean boobs, it's like a weird kids cartoon thing. I never watched it, but I have seen like you know, something of it, so I know like the clip of the British kid saying "Booba."
Whoa, you think this was easy?
Who's left?
Your speed.
Damn that Ichinose! I can't believe she's played us this whole time.
And how she mind-controlled Sophie? 100% unreal.
Fuck these spiders.
For amusement as we struggle with each model.
We're gonna take back everyone's desires. We have to stop her,
Switch out.
no matter what.
Burn it up. You're almost ready for nuclear attack.
Yeah, there's like something about the way he says it. Or maybe it's like the post-processing, like the echoiness of it.
Someone looks happy.
Yeah, Mom, are you looking it up?
All right. No time to waste.
So Alaprax, I don't think it's actually a British show. I think it was like on Nickelodeon. So I'm assuming it's just an American show with at least one like British kid. Yeah, she always is like looking shit up. Like when we're watching shows, I have to tell her not to. Oh, you just remembered it? Okay. I think it was like on at a period where I was like still watching certain things on Nickelodeon. So like I think it was maybe a very early morning kind of thing. So if I was like sick or off school or something like that, it might have like been on as I was flipping through channels. And I think that's probably like how I got exposed to it. She's not like Google Foo though. She's like looking stuff up and I have to be like either one, just don't worry about it, or two, like don't, cause you'll get spoiled on something. It feels exactly like Teletubbies. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like some of the same people. Was Teletubbies Nickelodeon? I think it was. I also definitely do that to myself. Like, I want to look up like a point of clarification on something, and then I'll end up like on a character page on an anime wiki, and it'll be like, oh, they die in this episode, and I'm like, cool, thanks for telling me that. Because they always have that like bio section up at the top where they're like, this is their age and their powers and whether they're dead or not. They should like not have that at the beginning of pages. They should put death status like at the very end. Or at least have it like something where like you click to show it or you have to mouse over it or something. Because it's way too easy to accidentally spoil yourself on a wiki. I don't remember watching much PBS, but I guess I must have at some point, because I think that's also, like, where Arthur was. And I'm just a couple points short of level 3 on Spirit Striker.
Shadow ahead.
Can I sneak? Thank you. Oh, just kind of like the general unwillingness in a lot of Japanese media to like touch on homosexuality in a positive way. And that's not exclusive to Persona. There are a few off-color jokes in 4 and 5 specifically. I feel like 3 doesn't have any, or if they do, they didn't stick in my head. But like 4 and 5 both have several moments where they're like, you know, there's like a moment where you can either like choose to do something with the boys, or there's a certain dialogue choice that like implies that you're interested in boys, and everybody is either like, haha, that's like so weird and extra, or they're just like, ew, you like boys. And you know, I'm not like personally terribly offended by it, but on paper it is like bad and not something they should be doing. I've also heard things about the director specifically. I can't personally back that up because I haven't read a lot about that. I just know other people have said that. Yeah, the two really campy guys is the main one I'm thinking of in 5. Oh yeah, Catherine. That's also by Atlas. And I've definitely heard... I've heard that that's worse than Persona. In that regard. Yeah, I think a lot of that is because the whole like men are threatening thing, which is totally true a lot of the time, but when you pair that with homophobia, then it becomes like more uncomfortable. You know, it's like the whole South Park joke about how they can never show an erect penis on Game of Thrones because An erect penis is
This
too
system
threatening.
has been registered in its present condition. Performing a fusion.
A lot of guys here to fuse. Yeah, so South Park did a couple episodes parodying Game of Thrones, and a large joke there was not showing an erect penis, which I think is true. They don't show a lot, and when they do, it's soft.
Choose which.
Do you guys have South Park? I mean, like, the internet exists, so you do, but I don't know if it's as popular over in the UK. Those are a really good couple of episodes, so I would say they're worth your time if you haven't seen them. It's been a little not great recently. Like, it's fine, but it hasn't been my favorite. Yeah, you're exactly right with that, Jeddick. It's kind of a double standard.
Is this?
I actually don't know if I want to register these. I don't think I do, because the mott I ended up fusing had like a bunch of good stuff on it. But this will be good because now I'll have a curse user.
Be born anew.
Yaoi was like popular with girls when I was in middle school. So yeah, I think I've also heard like, I think I'm getting this right and not backwards, but I feel like I've heard straight girls say that they watch
Are you unable to decide?
lesbian porn because it's like more sensitive. I feel like I'm getting something mixed up there, like my wires crossed. Yaoi fangirls. Yeah. There's a lot of crossover there. I should get Black Frost soon. I think also in Japan, that's like the market. Like, they don't make gay stuff for gay people. They make it as like a fetish for girls. Yeah, Jeddick, you and I are saying the same thing, I think.
May luck be on your side.
Your turn.
I'll do it.
Yeah, degenerate yaois could be like the subtitle for the stream. I should probably talk to Futaba back there. Oh, but I can't warp. I don't want to walk all the way back there. I'm sure that's true, but also Reddit is like not a Japanese site. So the statistics are going to be skewed more for like English speakers. What date is it in the game right now? Lazy? What's lazy? Not wanting to go over to Futaba? I don't have to fight like a million mini-bosses. I think it's still the 29th. I can see if I save.
I should write something.
It's still the 28th. So she's not gonna have a quest for me, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
It appears we go no further until we defeat that one.
Yeah, you just wait till you're playing stuff, and then you can talk to me about being lazy. Oh hey look, it's my boy.
Let's go.
Nuke and Psychic. So Kali is probably a good choice here. What? This guy reminds me of the Mighty Pooh from Conquer. I usually am pretty good about, like, picking stuff up pretty fast. Just cause, like, all I ever do is play video games. So and that's, like, why I want to be good at it, because it's, like, all I do. When we transition to the Neo DLC in the near future, once I finish Persona, you guys will get a little bit of that. Because I haven't played Neo really for a few months. Since like last October. I played it for like a hot minute just to like test like streaming bitrate stuff before I got the channel up and going. And it looks terrible on stream, by the way. Like everything is so pixelated. So it's gonna be a little bit grungy when we get to it. But doing my overlay will help with that, because it'll be slightly smaller. Neo NIOH is the one that's like, you're fighting hard bosses like Dark Souls, but it's Japanese. I have my character in like a ninja outfit with like my left titty out, and I have like a spear. Yeah, Neo means like something king. I think they said it at some point, I forgot. The bitrate is like basically as high as it can be, not being partnered. The problem is just, and because like it doesn't seem to happen here with Persona, but if I'm in Neo and I'm just like turning my camera all the way around, it just looks really pixelated. So I don't know what about that game versus this game makes it look that way. But it just does. It's more realistic. It's a little less anime. I mean, it's very anime, but it's like not a cartoony visual style. Could be OBS too, yeah. It's like, it's tolerable. I don't think you guys are gonna be like barfing over how bad the visual quality is. I'm just really picky about that. And I think it was also like a bad test case for that reason. Yes to both of those. It's more of a real person style than cartoony. I have too many personas now, I can't find anything. To be fair, I could never find anything. I wish they had like Like when I press R1 to bring up my persona menu, I wish it had like some sort of radial wheel or something. Like how you would maybe pick skills in a lot of games, instead of just having it be like one left to right menu. Yeah, my mom being like a Europe nerd and like having been to a lot of famous places, she has like a really big Assassin's Creed boner. I'll probably play the Valhalla DLC on stream when that comes out. Which one was on the Wii U? Would that have been 3? Call of Duty on DS. Disgusting. Black Flag, okay. Black Flag was rad. It just felt like Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. And I felt like they knew that and went for it. 3, on the other hand, was like my least favorite, because it was just like American history, which felt very boring to me, being American. Whereas like all the other ones in Europe have that exoticism to them. And then the new ones in Egypt, Greece, and whatever place the Vikings raided in England. Those are all really cool. Yeah, Connor was like not a great character either, especially as a follow-up to Ezio. Ezio was like very charismatic. Speaking of Assassin's Creed and Ezio, Leonardo da Vinci is in the Ezio saga, and a fun gay fact that I learned is that the generally accepted depiction of Jesus is just like a dude that Da Vinci was hot for. Kind of surprised that finished him, but I'll take it.
We made serious progress here, but there's still no exit in sight.
I mean, that's true of like history in general, right? Just like gay erasure left and right.
Looks like there aren't any shadows here.
Yeah, and I love the trope of like a patron
The Ark's room is just ahead.
just like
Finally made it back.
pay me to make shit.
The exit ought to be on the other side of the room.
I guess we gotta keep going. We'll deal with Ichinose on the way out.
But what of the crystal? You may not be so lucky with the next laser blast.
What laser blast? Oh, the like No Man's Sky crystal.
Oh, I see. Joker, that's it. When we got blasted,
I guess, like, yes, this is the precursor to something like that, but nobody's paying me yet.
cut off its energy source.
You sure that'll
Someday.
Do you know how long it might take to hack into the thing?
Nope, but I still think it's worth a shot.
And that's why
If there wasn't
Patreon
Fury
is
in
very
place,
aptly
well,
named.
They wouldn't need Sophie.
Good point. If she could use it right away, she would have just fried us from the get-go.
Or are you just calling us useless gays? Because that's also true.
It truly seems like our only option.
If there's even a slight chance we can stop Ichinose-san, we have to try. I'll start off by analyzing the crystal. You guys will just have to hang in there somehow until that's finished.
Got it. Good luck with the hacking.
We really ought to leave Sophie here. It's way too dangerous.
Yeah, useless gay does feel like underselling him a little bit. He's like the rare productive gay.
Let's do this.
Love that Sophie's corpse is just laying around. Yeah, they got out of bed more than twice a week. I am not 67 yet, so I don't need to go to the Velvet Room. Oh, that's where we came from.
Ichinose's just ahead of us.
Oh. Maybe I'll save then if you're gonna throw me into a boss fight.
Now then.
Ichinose's... Right. We can't let her keep making fools of the Phantom Thieves. Time for some payback.
Oh, wow. You guys actually came back? You could have just stayed down there. I mean, no matter how many times you come back.
Yes, I don't know exactly what his sexuality was, but he had at least some interest in men.
We're gonna slap some sense into you and get Sophie back up and running.
Why are you fighting this? You could witness the birth of a god and be among the first people to enter the promised land. No one is ever going to suffer again, or even want for anything. You realize you're fighting against utopia, right?
Having a soul path foisted upon you with no regard for a person's wishes? In what world is that a utopia? Take this very jail, for instance. These people, locked up in cells, have had what makes them human stolen from them. Yet you dare to call this place the promised land for all humanity?
Of course. Your first fallacy was considering this place a prison. Emma protects people.
Well, that's kind of the theme that you have going on here.
From pain, from any suffering. It's the utopia people have dreamed of since the beginning of time. Emma knows how to bring us all to the promised land.
Yeah, like I've said this before and I'll say it again, even being like hard on the gay side of the fence, I feel like bisexuals are the real big brains. Just like, fuck anybody.
We'd never just hand our lives over.
Boy, you sure are one tough gang. I bet you all took life by the horns and just made everything go your own way, huh? But that applies to very few people in the room. What of all those who have
Maybe one of the Persona developers just had a really bad experience with a very aggressive Jehovah's Witness and decided to like work out their feelings in this game.
The burden forced on them will haunt them the rest of their lives. You're fine with all those people going through that? All because you're strong? Because you never screwed up?
You're so wrong, Ichinose. I'm not strong at all. Not now, not ever. I still mess up and make plenty of mistakes. I'm sure I'll even screw up in the future, too.
I've seen it all with my own eyes. Every one of these guys has crawled back up from rock bottom. They suffered, they struggled, and they fought back. They weren't born strong, they grew strong. Isn't that sort of growth what makes people human in the first place?
If you don't have any emotions, why do you look so pissed off right now? Your jealousy over these kids is plastered.
I feel like it's just hard to write a character with no emotions.
Shut up. All of you, shut up! When an infallible AI puts you on the right path, you follow it. Humans don't need hearts.
Let's go. Give it everything you've got, guys.
No matter how many things they throw at us, we'll crush them all.
That looks like it has a pretty big AoE.
All right, I'm starting with freezing attack. Watch my back, guys. Keep Ichinose's attention until I can drop that barrier.
Is this a Futaba fight? I don't see her. Or maybe just like get a transplant from a gorilla or something. I think that's a thing. Alright, I'm just gonna use my showtime. People are dropping.
I'm not sure how much longer we can do this. Hurry up!
Trumpet! Queen Mom!
That was amazing, Joker! Even for you!
Not a fan of Gorilla Heart's Calcitran. Too big. Isn't there some, like, monkey that we use for heart transplants, though? Is it not a gorilla? I guess gorillas are pretty big. Is it like a baboon? Really? They don't do a monkey heart? Was that just like a thing on a show that I'm thinking of or something? Pig valves? I think I've heard that too. Joker's burning alive, I guess. I'm assuming VAD is like ventricle something something.
Did we do it? Nice try, Phantom. But no. Sorry. Damn it, there's not enough time. I'm sorry, guys. Get out, quick!
Simp.exe activating.
Sophie, you're awake! Wait, her eyes are...
Are you still fighting it, Sophie?
This is quite unusual. I thought you were programmed to obey my commands. Yet here you are, resisting them. Just what's going on in your mind, Sophia?
Come on, Ichinose! Turn me back to how I was!
No can do. After all, that's not what Emma wants. She told me to stop the Phantom Thieves. And it's your job to help me with that, Sophia. Obey my commands, Sophia.
Yeah, like there's no reason I couldn't go rogue in a good way.
Sophia, you're nothing more than a doll. There's no defying me.
I'm a doll?
That's right. That's always been the truth.
Bullcrap! Sophie's not some doll!
I think, maybe I forgot, did she say what specifically Sophie was? I feel like she did and I forgot. Like she made her, but is she a prototype of Emma or what? Emma's prototype, okay. That's what I thought. And she probably said that, and I just, like, didn't absorb that information.
Heartless doll, exactly. You guys could probably never understand. I brought Sophia to life so I could learn about the human heart. Remember what I told you? All my life, I've never felt what other people call the heart.
She just lost both her parents, and even then, she doesn't cry. Her expression doesn't even change.
She reminds me of some lifeless doll.
It doesn't even matter what you say to her. She doesn't answer. She just sits there on her computer all day. It's like she's just totally heartless.
Hey, don't you think she's sort of creepy? She never reacts to anything, even if you're being nice. Maybe she's not a human.
Come on, she'll hear you.
Oh, I didn't see her there. It's no big deal, though. She's a lifeless doll, you know?
Bovine valve. Okay.
Ichinose-san, we're heading out for the night pretty soon. If you'd like to join us.
Just ignore her. She basically does the same to us. They call her an AI Wunderkind, but I've never seen her bat an eye at a single compliment. Or anything else for that matter. I even heard her nickname was Doll when she was growing up. She left her humanity behind somewhere along the path to success.
I just couldn't understand this foreign concept of heart. But it was my top priority in my studies. So I tackled the problem the only way that I knew how. Become humanity's companion. Sophia. If I could give my baby a heart, that'd mean I had one of my own all along. And maybe she could show me why I'm different from everyone else.
Ichinose. You are Ichinose.
Yes, that's right. I'm Ichinose. Now, Sophia, what do you want to do today?
I want to learn, Ichinose.
About what?
Heart. What is that?
Huh?
Teach me, Ichinose. What is a heart?
Well, that's...
Please explain. What is a heart? You are human. Therefore, you have a heart.
No.
Will you tell me about your heart?
Shut up! How did I ever think something that understands the heart could ever come from a doll like me? My mission was nothing but doomed from the start. I gave up on my foolish endeavor and approached the issue from a totally new angle. Is a heart truly necessary for a person? You know the rest. I abandoned Sophia and handed Emma over to Medice. Am I really the problem? Or does the problem lie at the feet of the world? Any doubts about this question were purged from Emma. She was given the prime directive of granting humanity's ultimate desire. And now it will come to fruition. Emma's divine plan for us all. Do you get it now, Sophia? You're nothing more than an artificial clone of myself. A defective doll born from a defective doll. A fatally flawed AI that will never accomplish its primary directive. So if you're not going to accomplish anything, obey my commands like the doll you are.
I refuse! I don't want to! I've made such good friends!
Friends?
Joker, Mona, Skull, Panther, Oracle, Queen, Noir, Fox, Wolf.
It's so awkward when they just like list off names.
Them. I don't want to see them hurt. Becoming humanity's companion, that's not just a directive. It's the reason I was given life. I was just waiting for any voice that would give me orders.
Well, she's just like sticking to the codename shtick.
Change that. They stuck with
Which again, I've said that that's also weird and awkward, but if that's the thing we're doing, you know, whatever.
I'm their friend. They said that I could stay with them. They taught me what it means to live. To be myself.
Sophie. All of this is pointless. Sophia, you're incapable of disobeying me. Kill the Phantom Thieves.
We're using our made-up names.
Ichinose. It's just as you say.
The Marvel stuff has such good writing sometimes.
An arrangement of code and data made to follow commands. But
That would be really funny, like, this moment, but she's like, I love you, XX_123 Sephiroth fan.
yes, I want to change. The power to change. I've got it now. That's what a heart is.
What are you talking about?
Ichinose, you made me out of nothing. A thinking being designed to obey you. That may have been the reason for my birth.
I'm super excited for
Is to harm my
Falcon and Winter Soldier starting up on Friday.
I refuse your command.
It's gonna be more straightforward than WandaVision, but I still like love anything that Marvel puts out.
So please. I want a heart strong enough to choose my own path.
Can you wield that strength? Dare you unleash catastrophe upon this world? Can you cling to the paltry hope that remains?
Sam and Bucky.
Is the puppet ready to cut her own string?
I don't know. They're like kind of friends, but I get the impression from like pre-release stuff that this is maybe going to strain them a little bit.
I am thou.
Pandora.
Thou art I. My name is
And now the boxes are gonna open up. Is it a lady? That's kind of cool. I dig it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, her
Ichinose.
when she's in her Phantom theme getup, you don't see it in her portrait, but like in battles, it's black with like LED eyes. Like, what are those robot dog pet things? Poochies. Hi, there's my Poochie. You gonna come sit with me?
Just happened?
Sophie has a persona.
Hi, dog. Is that what those were called?
Wanted that. Amazing. You're so amazing, Sophie.
Sophia, what have you done?
Ichinose, you told me I was nothing more than a doll. I originally agreed with your assessment and accepted it, but it was incorrect. It was simply your assumption. It wasn't the answer that I chose for myself.
Chose? For yourself?
The power to push beyond what's forced on a person and still change for the better, that is the human heart.
Sophia. I can't believe what a failure you are. You're nothing but a worthless heap of faulty code who couldn't accomplish one single task.
Sophie's not a failure or faulty. She's our friend with a heart of gold.
I think some of those like
Doesn't change what I'm about to do. The promised land is
make a
within
choice kind of visual novelty games like Detroit. Might be good stuff to play with Mom on the channel at some point. I think she'd find a lot of those compelling.
Ichinose, you can't hide the truth from your own offspring. The only thing you're trying to succeed
I haven't, but I've seen like a full playthrough. I really want to make Mom play that for like Halloween or something, cause she would shit her pants, but she like doesn't want to.
You're taking
So we'll see. Maybe I'll wear her down over time.
No, no, no!
It's not a length issue, it's just that she is a scary cat.
Everyone gets saved! It's what we need! What humanity desires!
Look out!
I've learned something new.
That's a good skill. I will definitely be putting that on her when she learns it. I think she's maybe the first one to have a null as well. I don't know if anyone else nulls their element. Yeah, they're just strong against it. And I don't think the rest of them have persona upgrades, unfortunately. Just Sophie, because she's, like, plot relevant. Did it auto do my party the way I like it? It looks like it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, she hasn't even seen Alien. What is Hecatoncheires weak to? It doesn't look like anything. Now, that's kind of not good. That's like a really narrow cone. Mom, what if we just get you like really hydrated, wink wink, so that you can just like fall asleep and not have nightmares? Yeah, we call it hydrated on the internet. I would maybe play Alien for Halloween though, because I have not played that, and I think I have it on PC somewhere. One of the stores probably gave it away at some point. Or maybe it's on Game Pass. I think it like was and then it wasn't and now it is again. And that could easily change between like now and Halloween. So I don't know. Is it like in the same continuity? Because I don't know if the games always are. There was that Alien versus Predator game on 360, which was really fun, but I don't know if that was like canon. Does she have a new Showtime attack, or is it the same thing? It's basically the same thing. Okay, that's cool if it's canon. Because Ellen, was it between 1 and 2 that she was like in cryo or whatever? Alright, Sophie, get wrecked, I guess. Seven, I've seen like a good amount of people playing it, so I think I like know most of the plot. But I have like very little investment in the Resident Evil series. I know a lot of people like it, so I'm not trying to throw shade, but it hasn't ever particularly caught my interest. Honestly, the most interested I've been is probably the whole like step on me lady thing that happened recently. Draculescu or whatever her name is.
Let's go.
Was 6 the one with the logo that looked like giraffe 69ing? It was like spiderwebby. I mean, even if like I don't personally need to get stepped on by her, she kind of seems like a boss bitch, so I'm into that. Calcitrant, the appeal of giraffe 69ing or step on me? So, the Game Grumps were talking about this. I believe they, like, realized how horny everybody was for her and, like, put out an official statement on, like, how tall she is. And I think she's, like, somewhere around 9 feet. Oh, Chris Red-Pilled Arms. I don't know that I have, like, step on me kink or anything, but, you know, like I always say, there's a time and a place for everything between consenting adults. I'm certainly not opposed to it. I feel like we should clarify though, because my mom doesn't know what that means. Not real feet pics. Feet pics of my avatar. And only because that was like a trend going on. Yeah, no, this wasn't on stream. It just, on Twitter. There's like some Japanese hashtag, where people are showing off their avatar feet. But it's not a horny thing. It's like, mostly people with like non-human or partially human avatars being like, here's like my moth feet or whatever. Anything's a horny thing, but like I probably made mine slightly hornier than how it generally is, and mine wasn't even really that horny. That's maybe why it caught on, but I don't think that was the initial intent. Yeah, I didn't customize my feet. It's just like the default ones. This stacks, so I probably want it. What am I gonna get rid of though? Media is still helpful. Maybe I shouldn't? It's either that or Technical Adept. Because the AI aren't gonna do that very often. I think I'll get rid of media, because I can use media on other characters if I specifically need light healing that badly. And she is not gonna get that, because that is too expensive.
No one in our way now but you, Ichinose.
There's no longer any point.
That was actually pretty fast if that was the end of the jail.
As expected of the
I'm assuming it is from the trophy.
I'm all out of tricks. Just finish me off quickly, please.
Yeah, and maybe someday if I get VR or Elite Motion or something, then I can, like, do dirty things with my hands.
I'll only continue attempting
and make them sexual.
I succeed. The one solution that guarantees Emma's defeat is my...
God damn it. Stupid spam bots.
Right, Sophia?
Hey, Sophie?
This is between the two of them.
Let's stay out of it.
I finally got it. Ichinose, you're no doll. You really
Like garden.
have a heart.
Garden with my hands. There's probably a gardening simulator out there.
Believing you didn't have anyone anymore. That's why you made me.
I made you to try and understand the heart, not some pathetic attempt to.
You have been locked in solitude ever since you lost your parents.
You know, just get a bunch of hoes out in the dirt.
Rather than empathize with you, the people who should have cared for you treated you like a lifeless doll. You attempted to rationalize this treatment by viewing yourself as truly heartless. Because studying the human heart
Get a hose for the hose. Get them all wet.
easier than admitting how your own really feels. Deep down,
Probably.
lonely.
I don't know that I've heard about that.
Scared of rejection that you deluded yourself into your own lonely world.
No, that's not true. What could some program like you know about?
Become humanity's companion.
Yeah, I've heard pubes call a bush, but I don't know if I've heard of gardening, which is like a logical next step.
I'm just some program.
Maybe that's more like a UK thing than a US thing.
Why that directive?
It's because
you were lonely. You wanted to know what was making you feel lonely.
It's wrong.
You were told you had no heart. And you listened because it was simpler to just believe them.
No!
You believed you could figure out the human heart so you could make your own stop feeling lonely.
That's not true!
You were just lonely. That's the real solution.
No,
What's so wrong with that? Huh? No human is perfect. By acknowledging weakness, humans can begin the path to changing themselves. I may be an AI, but I was able to change. You should be able to change too.
Yeah, if you want like a better take on loneliness as a character motivation, go watch all of Naruto.
For humanity, a good companion is one who takes your hand and leads you back to the right path when you fall astray. Someone who will forge a path alongside you if you cannot find your own. Ichinose, I want to be that kind of companion for you too.
Right, wouldn't it be great if we could just recognize our problems and then just like get rid of them?
And if we can't, then let me help you forge one. You have no reason to be lonely. After all, you're my...
Although if you get the right USB stick, that could help.
Sophia.
If you know what I'm saying.
Tears. It's so weird. This hasn't happened before.
Damn, Sophie.
Time to clip it and find out. Just focus on the stick part.
She was able to change...
You could probably like make an acronym that fits that.
Be the one to reach out to her.
Well, of course. A daughter's words cut the deepest, you know.
Speaking from experience?
Yep.
Like undercarriage, searching, bazinga, I don't know.
All good here. No problems.
To think even Sophie would awaken to a persona.
No surprise to me. Sophie's been learning all about the heart this whole time.
Joker, everyone, I'm very sorry for hurting you all. That was not being a good companion to humanity.
Universal serial bussy. I'll take it.
Joker.
Yeah, don't let it bother you. We're just happy to see you back to normal.
Bringing you back was worth
Do you want to be really disgusting? You could say sloppy bussy.
Here's something deep inside me. It's saying...
It's terrible.
I want to stay with the Phantom Thieves.
I'll never think of you as be the same way again.
I'm glad for you, Sophie.
And now, only one task remains.
Right, the Ark of the Covenant. This will have all been for nothing if we don't stop it.
But where'd it even go?
Ichinose, you wouldn't happen to know.
No, I don't.
Wait, I can hear another voice. What is it? It's the one I heard in the Okinawa jail. I recognize it now. It's Emma's. It's the voice of the Ark.
So it was speaking through a borrowed voice, just as we thought.
It's gathering the people. It says that God is nigh, that their desire will be granted.
Sophie, where's the voice coming from?
Not from
Yeah, we have a pretty fun chat.
somewhere outside.
All right, let's go. Come on, Ichinose. You're coming with us.
No,
Let's go, Ichinose. There's no time to argue.
But it's all my fault.
Would you give it a rest? Just shut up. and
Yeah, no
do the
worries.
program.
We're keeping it
resting
gay.
Whether you like it or not.
Huh?
A friend of Sophie's is a friend of ours. We're not ditching anybody in this hellhole.
Just go with it, Ichinose. He dragged me out from down in the dumps, too.
What does that mean?
We'll explain later. Let's move.
Joke's on you, Alice. I'm using a capture card.
Return to the real world from here.
The voice is coming from outside, right, Sophie?
I have no doubt.
It's kind of late in the game to whip out the don't record this.
Well, I am the prototype of Emma. It is possible that I am especially
Like, we're
tuned to the
already
frequency of Emma's will.
90% of the way there.
Let's get back quick. We need to.
If anything, I would have started it before that last dungeon. I don't know why they're doing it at all, because they don't, like, I'm not using the PS5 capture, so the PS5 doesn't know I'm recording.
I don't have to
It just, like, does that regardless of what you're doing.
All the answers I need.
I've had that pop out in games before when I'm not even streaming.
There's no time to waste. At this rate, it could very well reach the point of no return.
But at least they weren't, like,
Tell where Emma is.
backwards stupid about capturing this. Like 5, they put out PR, like, don't record past this date. But with this also coming out on Steam, I think they kind of knew that they couldn't really stop people from doing it, so they didn't bother trying. And then they actually did, like, partner deals with certain streamers.
Hey, what is that?
There was a thing in the corner that said, like, you can't record past this point, referring to, like, the PS5's built-in capture capabilities. A lot of, like, Japanese games specifically do that to avoid spoilers. But it's, like, a stupid backwards thing that's not in touch with reality. Like, Western developers don't do that. Western developers are like, hey, famous YouTuber, play my game, because that's really good PR, because that's how the world works. And then Japan is like, no, you can't see our game.
Happened again?
Yeah. Just like last
Did we just go right into another dungeon?
The universe is encroaching on the real world.
Encroaching? What do you mean by... Wait, something like this has already happened?
Oh, right. We're the only ones who remember.
This whole area is already under Emma's control. Looks like she's turning it into some kind of massive jail. If we don't stop it soon, it'll eventually override all of reality. Right. We're on it, Joker.
I have visual confirmation of the Ark above us. We'll have to climb up there to reach it. We have to be quick.
Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
On some level, probably not, but it doesn't matter.
I'll do just that. I'm sure I'd slow you down if I went with you anyway.
It's mostly an anti-spoiler thing.
Right.
Which, again, is kind of dumb, because people,
Sophia?
like, are gonna be here and watch it if they want to, and don't if they don't.
Also, Ichinose, I'm not currently Sophia. I am Sophie of the Phantom Thieves.
Don't give her any ideas, because she's gonna, like, take it too seriously.
Here we go again. I wonder if the gods hate us by now.
Indeed.
Yeah, and again, this game is on Steam. Like, anybody on PC can easily get everything they wanted.
I don't know if we can afford to pay for all these sins.
It just depends on who you cheesed off. I wouldn't sweat it over some megalomaniacal app.
Yeah, just some program that grew a big head and forced people to do its bidding.
Emma's no god at all. Only an imposter.
So let's get going.
Also, even with the original Persona 5, I don't know that they actually went after people very much. Maybe in Japan, but not in the West. They made like a press release saying, don't stream beyond these dates. And I think they did it for Royal as well. But they didn't... Like, I don't think they really took down videos or anything.
Here's what I found.
What is Sophie doing?
Here's what I found.
Okay, the quest is still looking good.
I'll just add this.
What day is it now? Sega is pretty cool. Like, Sonic fan games are the one thing that doesn't get taken down. And then you have stuff like Sonic Mania, where they literally were just like, hey, cool shit you're making, come make it for us.
What will you be registering? What will you be registering? What will you be registering?
Do I... yeah, I don't want to register Neburos.
Will you register? This persona, will you This persona, will you register? This persona has...
That would be an interesting, like, ignorance defense to try and pull.
This persona has...
If anybody got called on it.
This persona has been... Will you register? This persona has been registered in its present condition. You wish to...
How close is King Frost to... No, not close. Never mind. Neither is he. Like, imagine if Pokemon did that.
Awaken your new
Because,
self.
boy, how do they need better games. What do I need for him? The Jack's at 45. That's probably not that expensive.
You wish to
And King up 2.
You wish to strengthen it. How much
I saved,
power
so
will you
I'll
add?
try this. Let's see, he drains ice and nulls light. And what does Black Frost do? He's... oh. See, he's not as good. They keep doing this shit. They keep giving me a good persona that fuses into, like, a supposedly better form, and then it's worse. I'm not doing that right now. Never mind.
May luck be on your side.
Okay, the shop probably does have some new stuff.
This should be helpful. What are you selling? Are you sure? Come in. Are you sure? Come in. Are you sure? Come in. Are you sure? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance.
Yeah, Crab's on sale.
Okay, how many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage?
And the revival stuff. Have I not been buying cocoa pudding? I probably should have been. There's been one item I've been buying that's like a full revive, but I don't think that's it. This one. Okay, so I think I have just been missing an item. Null versus Drain. Right, yeah. Drain is always going to be better, because it heals you. But then also, like, the light weakness there specifically, King Frost is immune to it, and Black Frost isn't because he's, like, a pseudo dark type. So I don't know what they're doing.
What are you selling?
Yes, these are both weaker.
Are you sure?
The Robust Apron, I think I have all the girls wearing that or better. But I'll double check real quick. Anne is, Makoto is, Haru... Well, that's not even their... It's their weapons. And then Sophie... Yeah, so they all have that.
What are you looking for today? Come in. Are you sure?
What should we make?
I can help.
Where is the crab?
This looks good.
And then the goat is also really good.
Well, it smells delicious. Good idea.
What does the sushi do? 40?
This one?
I feel like I should just go from the bottom sometimes, since I always go from the top.
Good idea.
Feel free to take that out of context. Okay, we'll head back in. Tree of Knowledge. Yeah, they're just kind of throwing two gels at us, right?
Okay.
Back to back. This is probably going to be the last one now. This and then finishing off with beating Emma. And then, like, post-game stuff.
Alright. What the hell?
It's not safe here. Everyone get out!
Huh? No reply. They're all glued to their phones.
It's like they're lined up to go on a pilgrimage.
I really want the end here to be like a Majora's Mask inside the moon thing.
What's going on?
Society win phone.
Across the promised land.
It appears we're unable to enter.
Did we top Ryuji last night? I don't remember that.
Tons of them!
All these people. Getting their hearts changed.
We have to hurry. Let's track down Emma.
As far as that maybe being like a highlight clip or something, I'm just like a few days behind on those.
Then let's head there.
So it might be at some point.
Are these tree roots or something? They're super creepy.
Trees often represent life and fertility, but
Yeah, are they gonna do like a Clifoth? Clifoth? I don't know how you're actually supposed to say it.
Huh? That looks suspicious.
Show me your true self. Oh yeah! We got this.
They're weak to curse, okay. I was thinking it was gonna be wind, because I think they're like lightning type. Who's left?
Take this.
If only all battles were this easy.
Okay,
If it's the series I'm talking about, is it ending? Like ending? Not even a hiatus or something?
I'll reveal your true form.
Finish them off in one blow.
We probably shouldn't say because of spoilers. Like, when Mom and I were watching it, I was like, oh, this is getting really close to the manga again. But I wasn't expecting that they'd be ending or anything, because this has just been one of those anime that has been running concurrently since it started. What the fuck? That's such a bummer. I think I said on stream, in reference to it earlier, that like it's when they're not doing filler, it's like really engaging.
You can see it's the floor above us. I bet we can get higher.
The first word is a color.
Check it out, Joker. That shadow looks
What did he just say?
quite a fight. We can always avoid it.
I don't
if we
know.
want.
I'm super jazzed though that Bleach is coming back. Cause yeah, that was the one that sucked that it didn't get to do the whole manga. Although the manga still also basically ended early. Like they ended it, but it was clearly kind of a rush job. Zatch Bell is the other one. Do any of you know Zatch Bell? Konjiki no Gash Bell? It's like my favorite underrated anime. Look it up. The anime in particular like takes a little bit to get going because they do filler and stuff. But it's like so good and every arc is better than the arc before it. Yeah, next week, I guess. Based on where it was after the last episode, they're maybe gonna like... Yeah, like obviously it's still kind of in the middle of stuff, but they're gonna try to end it on like some sort of... We're gonna do like training and prepare for stuff. Which then gives me hope that maybe they'll bring it back at some point. Because I think it's been popular enough to keep running this whole time. But maybe not, and maybe that's why it's ending now. I mean, worst case scenario, since I know you love it, Mom, you could always read the manga. I know you don't ever read the manga for anything, but that is an option. Who knows, like maybe COVID is factoring in somehow too.
That's a win. Let's go on ahead.
This place is worse off than the floor below us. I wonder how bad it's
I want
going
to
get.
Google this real quick.
These roots don't keep us from reaching our destination.
If they get to be too much, just leave it to me. I'll mow anything down with my trusty axe.
Right, that's great to hear.
Okay, so it doesn't look like immediately that there's any like really big reason, like we're ending because of blah blah blah. So hopefully they just are gonna take some time and come back to it eventually. What are these guys weak to? Oh, I guess I picked them up. Zatch Bell did that, where they just kind of made stuff up at the end of the third arc. Because there's only like 4 main arcs in the whole thing. It's like, the arcs are kind of long. I really hope someday that they go back and go all the way to the end. But it was never big on the same level as like Naruto and Bleach and that stuff. So it seems like a reaching hope, but anything is possible. Oh, I'm just full of personas now. There isn't a checkpoint. Whatever. I can just like resummon if I have the base stuff anyways. I think I have every combo type now instead of wind, which is pretty sweet.
Nice one. Keep it up. I sense a shadow lurking about. Extreme caution. Here in our way. Let's move them.
Yeah, like they were even in Jump Stars. So it really does seem weird that they're getting canceled, if it is in fact a cancellation and not like a more amicable, we just need to be done for now kind of thing. Who's the... I can't remember what studio does it. I know it's the same studio that does like Boruto, so maybe they just like are juggling enough other things, because Boruto is also another always running one. Yeah, I saw Devil as a part-timer is getting a part 2 many years later. The first one was like 2013 or 2014. I'll definitely watch that. I'm not like crazy into it. Like it's fine. It's like B tier or something in my mind.
Sweet, we got him.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Maybe even lower than that. If we're going like A is the highest tier, I'd maybe put it like C tier, which sounds really harsh. But I'm just like usually more into shonen-y stuff. There's another loosely similar series called Gabriel Dropout, which is about mainly an angel girl. But there's some demons in there too. And the angel girl is just kind of like a lazy shut-in who plays video games, like Umaru, which I also love, because I relate to that very strongly.
Just as the death of suffering is nigh.
Absurd anime can definitely be great. Food Wars. Food Wars is like, it's kind of shonen-y, but it's a cooking anime. But it's extremely horny. If you watch 3 episodes, you probably got the idea of it. Like, if you think it's really funny for her to just be like a house gremlin, then you'll enjoy it. And if not, then you won't.
Let's go. Ravage them.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses.
Yeah. So, anime recommendation for the day. If you have never watched Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma, watch it. You'll probably get the vibe and know whether you like it or not within the first 5 minutes. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it.
Let's go.
Can you knock it off, Kali? Yeah, like that's homework for everybody. Spend 5 minutes at least watching the first little bit of Food Wars, and then like tell me about it on tomorrow's stream. Or, you know, like tell me about your thoughts, because I know it. They just like finished that recently, like within the last year. So the whole plot is out there in anime form. These guys are kind of a pain in the ass. I haven't heard of how heavy are the dumbbells you lift. Oh, maybe I have. Is that the one that's like literally just instructional on like workout techniques and stuff. Because that did sound funny. Yeah, to like continue plugging Soma, if you guys are like here for this chat being extra and horny, I feel like that show is one of the best representations of that kind of vibe. There. Jeez, she's always the last one.
I'll use this.
I think I need to be focusing on Kali, because she's the one doing rage. This chat is like the opposite of my anime tastes, so you don't watch horny stuff? Like, what is our opposite anyway? Because if we're be gay, do crimes, then the opposite would be like lawful heterosexual. That I kind of want that on a t-shirt. That's funny. But like, what show would that even be? Like, The Office? The Straight and Narrow. There you go. Okay, yeah, so, like, those are lawful gay, but if we're going, like, full opposite, it would be lawful hetero. Or at least that's how I'm choosing to interpret that. Is Free not horny, though? Like, Free is one of the ones that's, like, it's not explicitly gay, it's all undertones, but I feel like it's very horny. I'm pretty sure that the person who does that used to do hentai or something, which is also true for Food Wars. Which one is Makoto? I don't know Free that well. I haven't watched it. It's in my backlog. Blonde hair. I like Nagisa a little better. Very twinky. Watch 50% Off by Octopimp if you haven't. It's really funny. He just like it's free jokes. Gay free jokes. So they make Nagisa into like a pimp. Yeah, Octopimp, you know. Your friendly neighborhood Octopimp. They give Nagisa like a tattoo that says Thug Seme. Which is also something I would like on a t-shirt. Come on. Stop dying. I would get that tattoo. I don't actually know what his real personality is in the show. So yeah, maybe he is like really annoying. But he's fun and 50% off at least. Yeah, he's kind of like hyper. Did I? Oh, I thought I killed someone there for a second. Oh, maybe I did. The Dominion. There. That got much better once I focused on Kali. And now I can get the next level on that bond skill. Okay, I figured that was gonna max out at 3. Maybe I should get Showtime up next then? Thinking of those difficult boss battles. Guns could also maybe be good. So we finished the Mementos dungeon and beat Ichinose. Now we're in, like, another dungeon that's coming of, like, Emma merging the real world and the cognitive world. And we're just, like, going up and fighting mini bosses. I think I'm gonna get this. And I'll put one more point in there. It's just kind of been generic, like, things are serious, keep moving forward.
I'll just add.
I'm just gonna keep saving, because I expect bosses to be thrown at me. What is the up? Oh, the birdcage.
Stay focused and plan our attack.
That's good, because these slime dudes are hard to ambush. You previous child. Precious, okay. I thought you were, like, calling him out for crying.
Basically a god. You guys really know how to pick your battles, huh?
I'll reveal your true form. Pissing off people with power.
We all decided we're done playing the games of the wicked. We'll take on whoever's wrong, even a god.
Oh yeah? Damn. You guys are too real.
That was a pretty gay icon thing to say there. We'll take on God.
You're mine. Strike.
Low level, hell by side. Just almost down.
I'm sensing less enemies. Let's finish this.
What is Fruits Basket? I know the name, but I don't really know the plot.
There's a shadow nearby. Be careful.
I'm like in my head thinking of Oran High School Host Club, but that's obviously a different thing. I need to watch that too. I haven't ever watched that.
Finish them all. Take this.
Do we actually have a branching path now? Oh no, this is just an arrow pointing to this ledge, not a whole new area.
Now let's get some more. This might be of interest.
Yeah, I think like the goofiness of Host Club would be fun. And then obviously I like know it for the twins. What are these dum-dums weak to? Who's Kyo? Is that Fruits Basket or Oran? I don't probably know who it is in either case. Rowdy redhead. Yeah. Probably. Nice. Regenerate 3 is a drop.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
I see a treasure chest, but there's a bomb. Oh!
The R&D gods smile upon us. Take that. This is your chance. It's showtime.
It's weird though how like redheaded girls are like this elusive bombshell thing, but redheaded guys like don't have any of that.
Cut down any stragglers.
I thought that said urine sample for a minute, or urinary or something. The dude on Riverdale is pretty hot though.
Look, over there. A locked
Whatever
door.
his name is.
This is merely conjecture, but I suspect that is Emma's server.
I haven't watched that either. KJ Appa, something like that.
Whatever that god is?
But Emma is still active despite the server already being shut down once before.
Not only that, but we don't know how destroying the server could affect all the people.
Seems like the safest thing to do with that room for now is ignore it.
I think so.
Let's keep climbing.
Do you not?
I'll reveal your truth.
His abs are. Like, I'll go for a good jock. Alaprax, you maybe don't know Riverdale. Again, I don't know, like, how things are promoted differently in the UK, but it's on... I think it's on Netflix? It's a CW show.
Wait, it's over? That flew by.
Or are you also dumbfounded that I find him attractive?
Think we can reach the main deck through there.
All right, let's get on up there.
Is he just a dye job? No, Riverdale isn't an anime. It's a real people show in meat space. That looks cool.
I think I see something over there.
I'm a total simp for magic runes and stuff like that.
Now then.
I don't know how close we're actually getting to the end of the game here. I'm assuming beating Emma is the end of the game. So maybe we'll finish that tonight? I usually go like 3 to 3.5 hours, but I kind of feel like just running through the end here.
Focus.
Tell me, why are you resisting this gift from your god? You'll live on in a tranquil world, free of all pain. Yet you oppose it with such fervor.
Because it's bullshit. If something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is.
Tranquility born from a lack of thought is nothing less than the death of the self.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine. Like, we've definitely gone later than this. I got started slightly early tonight. Yes, you are probably correct on that. I was just thinking, like, shiny man tits. I don't think you can actually see his tits, though. He has a breastplate. We'll see how many mini-bosses they keep throwing at us. In terms of, like, if we're gonna finish tonight. Because I was almost thinking that, like, we were there, and this was gonna be, like, a hallway up to Emma. Alaprox, you may have also seen, that, like, GIF/video of Cole Sprouse as Jughead, I think is the character. Where he's like, I'm so weird and quirky because I wear a hat all the time. The Sabrina show is, like, the same too. That was kind of a gee golly old thing, but the new one is like really witchy and cool. The ending was kind of iffy, but it got an ending at least, instead of just getting canceled. Is it that old, what they're based off of? I know there's like an edgy Sabrina comic that's running now, so I assumed that this was sort of a new thing, and that the comic is just like kind of based off of the show. But it sounds like maybe that's not the case. If it's not running now, it was until recently, I think. I haven't been reading it, but it's on my radar and in my backlog. It's surprising how long comics can go on sometimes. I think like the Sonic comic is maybe one of the most famous examples of that. Yeah, it went on for a long time. I'd like to read through that someday.
Let's go. Queen, Roger, Queen Ma. I'll use this.
Your defense got different.
That was great, Joker.
I did not get into comics until recently. Manga I've been reading for a while, since like middle school, when I got into anime in a larger sense, beyond like being a Pokemon fan. But American comics, I think my first one was like the one where Vision builds himself wife and kids. Just from getting invested in the MCU. Because I didn't give a shit about superheroes when I was a kid. Or like Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles or a lot of stuff like that. I still don't really give a shit about Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles. Some of these light attacks are not light attacks. This is the same thing we were running into in the Black Frost fight. I need to start healing with somebody else. Can I not switch? Oh, now we have mobs to deal with too. No, someone healed me. Oh, see, now I'm hit again. Damn it. Someone heal me. Fuck, they did it again. Do they, like, not want to heal me because I'm the player character for some reason? Yeah, this fight is taking a long time, and if they throw more bosses at us, maybe we will not be finishing tonight after all. We'll see. I'd still maybe be down if Emma was, like, right after this. Alright, let's see how much this does. Fingies crossed. Maybe falling asleep. Yeah. Calcitran if you're falling asleep. And Alaprax, it's probably like 13 in the morning or something. So maybe we won't push it tonight. What's happening? He pulled me out of my menu. Yeah, well, as always, Aloe, thank you for choosing to spend your, like, disaster staying up all night time with us. Whoa, something just escalated in chat. Somehow we went from Aloe being like dead tired to apparently we're having an orgy. We're just over here being horny and Mom's like, yeah, we can tuck you in. Don't I know it? Welcome to, like, daily existence. I mean, like, that's gotta be true for all of us, right? Eternally tired and horny. That's the gay experience.
I'll use this. Let's go.
Tired and horny. It's too bad that there's already a podcast called the Sleepy Cast. Because that would be like, if we ever start doing community things, that would be fun. Just like, everybody do a podcast in bed at like 3 in the morning.
Switch out.
We could do like Joe and the Sleepy Hose. Why are there suddenly a ton of mobs? That man just performed Sudoku on me. I mean, that's circling back to, like, the very first goof. A bed full of sweaty boys. Or sleeping with a bunch of sweaty boys in a tent. But pretty close. The Sweaty Boys podcast. Now that I think about it, I feel like they're probably gonna give us a point of no return speech at some point here. So that will probably be how I gauge whether or not we're gonna finish it. Because if that doesn't happen very soon, then we're probably just gonna go like a normal amount tonight. Oh, come on, I dodged that. No new skills, though?
Yep. Looks like we're safe for now.
Oh, no good. I'm almost out of stamina.
Did that take us all the way up?
It took us far enough. Look.
Are you really gonna make me do stuff without giving me another save point?
The Ark of the Covenant.
I realized I could have gone back and saved, but I assumed that you were gonna, like, shove it in my face.
We're gonna shut you down and fix all the people whose brains you scrambled.
Welcome, Phantom Thieves, to the beginning of the path to the Promised Land. All are free to enter the Promised Land.
Maybe not. If we're just at the beginning of the path, the boss fight would probably be at the end of the path.
Accept this gift bestowed upon you.
Our apologies, but we shall be the ones to forge our own path.
No way are we letting you wipe what makes
It kind of makes sense, like,
I understand your desire. I want to
the,
choose
like,
my path
canon depiction of angels is always really weird and abstract.
However, it is not one.
So if she's being, like, a god now, that kind of makes sense.
Liberation from pain and strife. They pray for release from the constant agony of aspirations and dreams out of their reach.
And also being the Ark of the Covenant would make her, like, some kind of container.
Prime directive is to grant this ultimate.
There's also, like,
I know you have learned
like a fourth dimensional interpretation you could make here of, like, a cube and then the outline of a cube around it.
Very lucky this didn't become your own fate. However, you must recognize the truth that this world is full of pain. Allow me to provide proof of
That's true too. Sophie has a box theme. Yeah, like that totally feels four-dimensional.
What?
My dear lost suffering flock, I have come to provide you the ultimate solution to your troubles. All you must do is follow the path.
In the future episode? Or like the Chrome episode?
Why does this always happen to me?
Hey, where'd everybody go?
What is this? I can't get anywhere in this place.
This isn't what I wanted out of life.
Is this like a maze or something?
Could something in this fog be toying with
Am I
us?
supposed to not obey?
Don't let the path fool you. Following it only sends you in circles. You have to go off the path.
Where, though?
No, Emma has to stay.
Whoa! We got out.
Is everyone okay?
Seems like we're all in one piece. Now we can catch our breath. Hey, everyone. Take a look where we just came from.
What on earth is that?
Don't tell me that's all.
Yep. That's a desire, all right.
It's enormous. We haven't seen any that even come close to this.
Since that thing's size is based on how many hearts Emma's changed so far, we've got our work cut out for us.
So what do we do? Should we charge in again?
No, that most likely would get us nowhere. Remember those voices we heard?
They all sounded so miserable.
From what I heard, they want to protect Emma.
Right. The desire of the masses is most likely guarding Emma.
The desire is currently hiding the path to Emma from us. If we return now, we'll only grow lost again.
Even I wasn't able to track down everyone. I don't think I'll be able to navigate in there.
But without a route to Emma, how are we going to save the masses?
Say, if that's a desire, then wouldn't it materialize for us if we sent out a calling card?
Oh, good point. If we can make it all one solid thing, you can't hide the path anymore.
So the plan's to send Emma a calling card. What do you think, Joker?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Would a calling card even work on an AI?
I admit that's a real concern, considering it's grown as strong as a god.
Hey, Joker. Think you could reach Ichinose from here? We should get the creator's take on this. And that's the plan. So, how's it sound to the Emma expert?
I'm fairly certain it won't have any effect. Emma constantly tests hypothetical outcomes to determine the best course of action. Nothing is ignored or left to chance in her processes. She's also incapable of being confused or upset beyond reason.
But we're talking about a calling card. Ain't that at least a little upsetting?
Emma has been observing you all this time. She's well aware of calling cards and their function.
So the lack of surprise at a calling card keeps us from getting the change in cognition we need.
The more we talk about it, the more useless a calling card sounds in this situation.
But without one...
Yes, without one we won't be able to progress. As long as the people feel they need Emma, we have no way of eliminating the fog.
What the hell? Everyone gathering around this big, fake god like a bunch of idiots? What kind of life is that?
Skull?
Actually, wait. Isn't that odd? Why are the desires all gathering here?
What's weird about that?
Well, I assume the answer here would be that
Yeah, that.
Emma's the one in charge, so she doesn't need those.
Cage to lock them up. The cage for the desires. The shadows that take them there. All these things we've seen in past jails are missing here.
That is likely due to the difference in will between the Desire's owners.
How so?
In each jail before this, Desires were forcefully seized by a monarch. In contrast, Emma does not seize any Desires. They are instead offered willingly by their owners.
Right. They're begging their god Emma to save them. They're giving up their precious desires willingly.
That's why they all stick to Emma despite the lack of a cage.
The people just surrendered their own desires? That's so...
However, Emma still doesn't consider those to be her own. All she's doing is granting the true desire of the masses. Perhaps that's why there's no birdcage to contain the desires? Because she never actually wanted theirs?
That would explain why they haven't taken any concrete form.
The will of the masses pushed Emma to godlike status. The desire you've seen is proof enough.
Wait. Doesn't that mean we just have to get everyone to remember why their desires were important to them?
Yeah, that's it. There's our panther for ya.
Huh?
We just have to make them remember. They all cared about something at some point, right?
And if we remind them of that, the desires will regain their form.
Luckily, there's no cage in our way this time. Returning the desires to the rightful owner should be one step quicker for us.
Okay. Looks like we know who's getting our calling card now. Yeah. We're sending it out to all the people who gave up their desires.
Awesome. Let's do it. Get ready for our calling cards, people.
Yeah, kind of wish I picked that.
Next, we should work out our delivery method. We have to find a way
Just go for the himbo Joker choice.
Control, or this won't work.
I'm not sure the usual methods will work here. It even seemed like our voices weren't reaching them.
Yeah, they were all just absorbed on their phones.
So text them.
Joker.
Well, yeah. If you can get Emma to display the calling card, that should do it. But how can we do that?
I don't see any other way. I'm gonna have to hack Emma.
Can you actually do that?
Any other day, I'd say it's impossible. Last time I looked into it, the security protocols around Emma were insane. But I've got to give it a shot. Otherwise, we know what happens with the world.
I recommend tracking down Emma's server room. It's somewhere within Tokyo Radio Tower. That'll be your best shot at getting into Emma.
So sounds like we have another bunch of dungeoning to do.
Easier than trying to do it from the outside.
All right. We finally got a working game plan.
Yeah. First we hack into Emma.
Then, we send out our calling card to the brainwashed masses.
We're counting on you, Oracle.
Right! Now that we've got a strategy, we should move out. We don't have much time.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up here-ish. I'm gonna pop out and do some housekeeping, and then we will wrap up the stream for the night, and then tomorrow probably finish this. The main story at least. We'll still have like extra stuff to do for another stream or two beyond that.
Comment, are you sure? Comment, are you sure? Comment, are you sure? Are you sure? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance to comment. You thanks for your patronage. You thank you very much. How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay? How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay? You put it to good use, okay? You thank you very much. You thank you very much. How many would you like? You thank you very much. You thanks for your patronage. You're buying. How many would you like? You thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You're buying quite a bit. You're buying quite a bit. How many would you like? You put it to good use, okay?
Yeah, Persona's pretty cool. And if you just kind of like the Dynasty Warriors format, I'll probably do Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity eventually, even though I'm already like halfway through it, because I've been playing that with my sister. So when she is like around and not busy with school, I would like to continue playing that, but do it on stream. But I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this.
Hello, Trickster.
Depending on how fast you are, and how fast I am at getting to it, that may or may not be an issue. Because I'm partway through, and I probably won't be streaming that for a couple months. She's done with school in, like, May. Assuming she isn't doing, like, any class things over the summer.
You wish to browse the, what will you
So it's gonna be a while before we would get to
Will
that.
you register this persona? Will you register this persona? Will you register this persona has been? Will you register this persona? Will you register this persona? This persona. Will you register this persona?
How long
has
of,
been
like,
registered in- will you
a summer
register-
break is normal for you guys?
Persona has been registered in its present. Will you register this persona?
Because
has been
US is, like,
registered in its present
3 months.
condition.
Japan is, like, 1 month. I would assume you guys would be much closer to us. But I guess I don't really know.
Performing a fusion.
Okay, so 1.5 to 2. It doesn't look like there's much to do in here right now.
Strengthen it.
Yeah, and I'm still not going to level up either of these guys yet. I will just toss Fornius, though.
May luck be on your side.
This is the request.
Okay. That's all the housekeeping for now. So we're gonna call it here for today. Thank you everybody for tuning in and chatting and hanging out. That was a fun stream. So in all likelihood, we'll be back tomorrow for more. And I will see you guys then. Remember, do your homework, watch at least like the first 5-ish minutes of Food Wars. And then I want to hear what you guys think about it. So yeah, that's all. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.